Bruce Garrioch from Post Media is going to join us. And Shane Pinto had an assist already in this game. He has 8 goals in 12 games this season. Of course, at the end of the season, he becomes a restricted free agent. There's been a lot of discussion on whether there's going to be a contract extension. I heard that the Senators have made Shane Pinto an offer. Bruce, what was it, and where do the two parties stand?
Well, somebody told me, Claire, that they shouldn't touch this contract talk until he's settled down a little bit. I do believe earlier this month the Senators offered him an 8-year deal in the $6.5 million range per year. Now, they knew that that wasn't going to get that done, that Pinto was not going to sign that deal. But after offering him $5 million in the offseason and those talks breaking down, they felt they had to do something to show him that they were serious. I still think the sweet spot for Pinto on that kind of deal is somewhere between the 7.1 that Dylan Cousins is making and the Tim Stützle deal at $8.35 million. I think there's going to be more discussions to try and get this done.
Do you think Pinto would commit to an 8-year deal, though? Because that's a long time.
Yeah, it is a long time, and I think you have to look at the factors, and I am not convinced that he will sign an 8-year deal. I think you have to look at what's going on this team. Jake Sanderson's contract is up in 2032. Tim Stützle is up in 31. I think Cousins is up in 29. Brady Tkachuk has 3 years left on his deal. Brady Tkachuk will be a free agent the same time as Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid. So that's going to be quite a class. Brady Tkachuk and Shane Pinto are tight. Does Pinto sign a 3-year deal and see where it goes? And then, they're going to negotiate a contract extension with Tkachuk at some point. Do they have those discussions at the same time and sign together? It's going to be fascinating to watch. Like I say, 3 and 6 years to me is probably where the outcome is.
So shifting to an item that's of interest to the city of Ottawa, Lansdowne 2.0 could be very exciting. But when the Ottawa Charge are looking at this renovation or redevelopment, well, they're not so excited because it would mean the capacity for their games decreases significantly. One of the VPs of the league, Amy Shear, called it a debilitating for business for the Ottawa Charge. Could there be an option, though, for the Charge to possibly play at the Canadian Tire Centre or another arena down the road?
Well, I thought you put it to me best today, Claire, when you said it. What it does is it limits their growth. I don't think there have been any discussions between the Senators and the Ottawa Charge at this juncture, and I think the Ottawa Senators are staying out of the whole Lansdowne 2.0 file altogether because they don't want to get involved in it. But I do think they would be open to having that discussion. I think it makes total sense for the Ottawa Charge and the Ottawa 67s and the Ottawa Senators to play in a new arena at LeBret Flats. I think what makes even more sense, Claire, is you flatten this place and put the football team here. But you and I can have that discussion some other day.
I was going to say I love Lansdowne 2.0, but I think the Charge do make a good point because so far they have the average attendance almost 7,000 people per game, and the new arena, I believe, is only about 5,000. So they do make a good point. Bruce, thank you so much for joining us.